Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today we'll talk about the history of money. Long before money was invented, people were quite happy making, doing, and growing things for one another. In small communities, they could largely remember the payments and receipts, what was exchanged, what was exchanged. But as the community grew, so the exchanges became more and more numerous. And as people created things for the common goods and rulers began to impose taxes, so the accounting was increasingly hard to keep track of. Money, a commodity accepted by general consent as a medium of economic exchange. It is the medium in which prices and values are expressed as currency. It circulates anonymously from person to person and country to country, thus facilitating trade, and it is the principal measure of wealth. The basic function of money is to enable buying to be separated from selling, thus permitting trade to take place without so-called double coincidence of barter. Hence, the barter system was transformed to a monetary system. So the paper money was introduced by China. Today in this video we will let you know how this paper money is printed, which is very complex procedure. First of all, a note is designed by experts. The design of the front and back of each denomination bill is hand tooled. Then this complex pattern is created by geometrically on a metal plate to make master die using very fine engraving tools and magnifying glass. The image consists of numerous lines, dots, and dashes which are cut in various sizes and shapes. The principal printing process is known as intaglio printing. This process is used because of its ability to produce extremely fine details that remains legible under repeated handling and difficult to counterfeit. The sheets are gathered in stacks of 100 and cut into 16 individual stacks of 100 bills, each with a vertical guillotine knife. Any note which has been identified as defective or replaced with the star notes at this time. This is the ancient printing machine which was used previously for printing notes. Before printing notes, metals have been used as money throughout history. As Aristotle observed, the various necessities of life were not easily carried about. Hence, people agreed to employ in their dealings with each other something that was intrinsically useful and easily applicable to the purpose of life. For example, iron, silver, and the like. The value of the metal was at first measured by weight, but in time, governments and sovereigns put the stamps upon it to avoid the trouble of weighing it and to make the value known at its site. Now I will show you how the coins are made, but never ever try at home. This is illegal. Only government does this kind of jobs. These are the original clips when the coins were made in 1967, and that's why the quality of picture is not so good. First of all, the blanks are made. Blanks are flat metal discs that will eventually become coins. The mint makes blanks for nickels, dimes, quarter, half dollar, and dollars. For pennies, numismatic coins and bullion coins, the mint buys blanks. Then blanks are annealed to prepare them for striking. Annealing changes the physical properties of the metal to make it softer and allow it to be shaped without breaking. Then the blanks are washed to restore their original color. The cleaning solution is a mix of cleaning and anti-tarnish agents. The dryer steam dries the cleaned blanks before they move to the upsetting mill. The upsetting means they upset the edge of the coin to create a raised rim. The upsetting mills feeds the blanks into a groove slightly narrower than its diameter. This pushes the metal up around the edge to form a rim. The rim protects the final coin from wear and makes it stackable. Then it moves to the process called striking the design. The press forces the obverse and the reverse dice together against the planchet to strike both sides of the coin at once. After they pass inspection, circulating coins are counted and weighed. Dimes and quarters fall through a counting machine before they are dumped into the bulk storage bags. All the bags are weighed and then stored until they travel to the Federal Reserve Bank. This is just for information. Please don't try as it is illegal. And thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe for my next video. Thanks.